You don't have to hold it all together. This 5M Grace episode is a moment of release, a space to breathe, to let go of pressure, and to remember that you are not the one holding life together. You are being held. Let the noise settle. Let the weight fall. Let grace carry what was never yours. Let it play. Let it loop. Let it speak. Fuzin concepts, the art of grace, where rest becomes rhythm and identity becomes reality.
You can stop right here, not because everything is finished, but because you don't have to carry it. The way, the thoughts that keep circling, the pressure to figure it all out, the quiet tension in your chest. You've been holding more than you were meant to. Not because you're weak, but because you thought it was yours to hold. But listen, what if nothing is slipping away? What if nothing is falling apart? What if the only thing happening is that you've been gripping what was never in your hand? You don't have to hold it together. You don't have to hold it together. You don't have to hold it together. The mind will try to keep moving, keep solving, keep reaching, but peace has never come from control. Peace comes when the grip loosens like water. It doesn't force its way forward, it flows, it settles, it finds its place without striving. And so can you. You want out the pressure, you want out the noise, you want out the weight you've been feeling. You are the space where it all passes through. And what you are is not heavy. Let go, not by trying, but by seeing. It was never yours, you were never meant to hold your life together. Life holds you, grace holds you. The Father was never waiting for you to stabilize everything. He has always been your stability. Nothing is falling apart, nothing is falling apart. Even now you are being carried. So breathe. Not to fix anything, not to reach anything. Just breathe. And let what was never yours fall away. There is a place where nothing is rushing, where the noise softens and the edges of your thoughts begin to fade. Not far away, not hidden, just quieter than what you've been listening to. You don't have to chase peace, you don't have to find it. Peace is where you return, like still waters. Unmoved by urgency, unbothered by pressure, unshaken by passing winds. They don't strive to become calm, they simply are. And you are not separate from this. The thoughts may move like ripples across the surface, but beneath them there is depth, there is quiet, there is stillness, untouched, unchanged, unmoved. You are not the ripple, you are the water. Let the surface move if it needs to, but don't follow it, stay here, where the waters settle, where nothing is asking more of you and nothing is being taken from you. Where you are not becoming, you are being. Breathe, not to control, but to soften, not to reach, but to rest. Peace is not ahead of you. Even now, you are already within it. There is a quiet truth beneath all the noise. Now, not forcing, not trying to convince you, just present. You are not broken, even if it has felt that way. Even if the thoughts have said otherwise, what you are has never been fractured. The feeling of lack, the sense of something missing, the pull to become more. It has been loud, but it has not been true, because wholeness does not arrive. It remains before the striving, before the searching, before the questions. You were whole, and you still are. Nothing has been taken from you, nothing essential has been lost. The pressure you feel is not coming from what you are, it's coming from what you think you need to be. But listen, what if there is nothing to fix? What if there is nothing to complete? What if the only thing left is to remember you already whole? Not becoming, not progressing toward already. Whole doesn't rush, whole doesn't panic. Whole doesn't measure itself against what it isn't. Whole rest, and you can rest here. Let the need to improve soften. Let the idea of not enough pass through. Let the voice of lack lose its hold. You are not behind. You are not missing something. You are not incomplete. You are whole right now. As you are, so breathe. Not to become something new, but to settle into what has always been. Nothing is missing. Nothing is out of place. Nothing is undone. You are already whole. Your mind has been moving, thought after thought, loop after loop, trying to solve, trying to settle, trying to find a place to land. And maybe it hasn't stopped in a while, but listen, your mind was never meant to carry everything. It was never designed to hold the weight of your life. It moves because it thinks it has to, but it doesn't. You don't have to follow every thought. You don't have to answer every question. You don't have to resolve everything before you can rest. Let the thoughts come and let them pass like clouds. They appear, they shift, they disappear. And the sky remains. You are not the noise, you are the space the thoughts move through. And that space is already at rest. Nothing in you is broken because your mind is active. Nothing in you is failing because thoughts keep coming. Movement does not mean something is wrong. It just means you've been listening closely. But now you can soften. You can step back without pushing anything away. You can let the mind slow without forcing it to stop. Because rest is not something you create, it's something you return to. And it's already here, even beneath the noise. There is quiet, even beneath the movement. There is stillness, even now. Your mind can rest, so breathe. Not to control, but to release. Not to quiet everything, but to stop chasing it. And as you sit here, without fixing, without forcing, without figuring it out, notice you're still here, and nothing has fallen apart. Let that be enough. Let that be real. Should let that be rest. there be rest?
You don't have to go anywhere to find peace. You don't have to reach forward or search ahead or become something more. Peace is not waiting for you. It's here, even now. Beneath the movement, beneath the thoughts, beneath the quiet tension you've been carrying, there is something steady, something still, something that hasn't moved. No matter how much has passed through you, peace is not fragile. It doesn't disappear when things get loud. It remains. You may not always notice it, but it has never left. Right here, in this breath, in this moment, in this space you're in, peace is present. Not because everything is perfect, not because everything is resolved, but because peace was never built on circumstances. It was never dependent on everything going right. It simply is, and you are already within it. You don't have to create calm. You don't have to force stillness. You don't have to quiet everything to experience peace. Just notice what is already here. The softness in your breath, the stillness behind your thoughts, the quiet that doesn't demand anything from you. This is peace, and it's not leaving. So let yourself settle, let yourself stop reaching, let yourself be here without needing anything to change. Peace is not ahead of you. Peace is not behind you. Peace is here. And even now, you are already in it. There is a quiet belief that something is missing, a subtle feeling that you are not quite there yet, not complete.
doesn't always speak loudly, but it lingers, the sense that something more is needed before you can rest. But listen, what if nothing is missing? What if the feeling of lack is not a signal of truth, but an echo of pressure? Because what you are has never been incomplete. Before the striving, before the comparing, before the reaching, you were whole and you still are. Nothing essential has been taken from you. Nothing real has been lost. The idea of not enough does not come from what you are. It comes from what you've been told you need to. There are many voices, some loud, some subtle, some constant, some passing. Thoughts that speak without asking, that repeat without resting. And after a while, it can begin to feel like they are you. But listen, not every voice you hear belongs to you. The noise, the pressure, the inner commentary, the restless questions, they move through you, but they are not your name. The name does not shift with every passing thought. A name does not change with every feeling that rises and falls. What you are is not unstable. What you are is not chaotic. What you are is not the noise. The thoughts may come fast, loud, persistent, but they are like wind moving across something that remains. You are what remains. The noise can speak, but it does not define. It can rise, but it does not become you. Let it pass without following it. Let it speak without agreeing with it. Let it move without naming you. Because your identity is not found in what is loud. It is found in what is steady. And beneath all the noise, there is something quiet, something unchanging, something that has never been disturbed, no matter what has passed through. That is where you are, not in the noise, but in the stillness behind it. So breathe and step back, not by effort, but by awareness. You are not what is speaking, you are what is aware. You are not the noise, and the noise is not your name. is a place where nothing is rushing, where nothing is being asked of you, where movement continues, but you don't have to follow it. A river flows, steady, unforced, continuous. It doesn't hurry to reach its destination. It doesn't strain to become something more. It simply flows, and you can sit beside it. You don't have to enter the current to prove anything. You don't have to keep moving to stay aligned. You can rest right here. Let the river move without you. Let life continue without your effort. Let the current carry what you thought you had to manage. You are not behind. You are not missing your moment. Nothing is passing you by. The river does not rush, and neither do you. Sit and feel the stillness that exists beside the movement. Notice how nothing is demanding more from you. Notice how nothing is pulling you forward. Notice how you can simply be without becoming this rest. Not stopping everything, but no longer needing to move with it. Let your shoulders soften, let your breath slow. Let your body settle into the space that has always been here. You don't have to strive, you don't have to chase, you don't have to become. The river flows, and you are held beside it. So stay just a little longer. There is nothing to reach, there is nothing to fix, there is nothing to do. This stillness, presence, rest. And even now, you are already within it. There has been a feeling of distance, of separation, of something between you and what you long for. A sense that you are here, and peace is somewhere else, that you are reaching, and something greater is ahead. But listen, what if there has never been a gap? What if nothing has ever stood between you and what is real?
The feeling of separation can be strong, but it does not make it true. Because where you are has never been apart. Not from peace, not from life, not from the source that holds you. You were never outside of it. You were never disconnected from it. You were never on the outside trying to come in. Even when it felt distant, even when it seemed hidden, even when the noise was loud, what is true never moved. You have always been within it, and it has always been within you. There is no distance to close, there is no path to cross, there is no gap to fix. Only remembering, only a noticing, only a soft return to what has always been. You don't have to reach, you don't have to strive, you don't have to come closer. You already are right here, right now. Fully held, fully included, fully within. Nothing has separated you, nothing has removed you, nothing has placed you outside. So breathe, not to get there, but to see clearly. Not to move closer, but to settle in. And as you sit here, without reaching, without searching, without trying to reconnect, notice there is no distance, there never was. You were never separate, and even now, you are exactly where you've always been. Take a breath, not deep, not forced, just natural, just easy. Notice how it moves without asking you, without effort, without pressure. And maybe it hasn't felt like this in a while. Maybe it's been tight, shallow, held, like something inside you has been bracing. But you don't have to hold it anymore. You don't have to brace, you don't have to prepare for what hasn't happened. You can breathe again. Let the breath come and go, without guiding it, without controlling it, without trying to get it right. Because your body knows how to return to calm. You don't have to teach it, you don't have to fix it, you don't have to improve it, just let it happen. Feel the inhale arriving, feel the exhale releasing. Nothing to add, nothing to change, nothing to force, just this movement, rhythm, life. The breath doesn't rush, it doesn't panic, it doesn't strive to be enough. It simply flows in and out, and you can follow it back to stillness. Not by effort, but by awareness. Let the breath soften your chest. Let it release your shoulders.
just let it quiet the space within. There is nothing chasing you, there is nothing demanding more from you. There is nothing you have to become before you can rest. You can breathe again. Right here, right now. Without pressure, without urgency, without weight. So stay with the breath just for a moment longer. And notice you're still here, nothing is falling apart. Nothing is out of place. Just this breath, presence, calm. And even now, you are already at rest.
There was a moment I thought my life was ahead of me. Somewhere out there, waiting for me to arrive. So I dreamed, I planned, I chased, because I believed. What I saw in my mind was something I had to reach. But then something changed. I stopped running, and I started listening. And I realized, what if the dream isn't showing me what's ahead? What if it's revealing what's already inside? A seed doesn't dream of becoming a tree, it carries the tree. The branches, the fruit, the fullness, it's not a future goal, it's a present reality waiting to unfold. And maybe that's what's happening with you. Those dreams you see, they're not calling you forward, they're showing you inward. You don't chase what you carry, you recognize it. The dream is the echo, the seed is the truth. Most people live reverse, they chase the image, trying to become it. And in doing so, they step out of rest into striving. But grace doesn't start with what you must become. Grace begins with what has already been given. The seed came first, not your effort, not your plan, not your performance, the seed. So when you see something in your heart, don't treat it like a destination. isn't ahead of you. It's speaking from within you. You don't chase the dream, you reveal the seed. You don't chase what you carry. It was in you from the start, from the seed to the heart. Separation produces servitude. Union produces sonship. When I see myself apart from the Father, I live by effort, under law as a servant, trying to reach. When I see myself one with the Father, I live by inheritance, under grace in the Spirit, as a son who has received. Law begins with distance and moves toward God. Grace begins with union and life's from God. I don't work to become close. I live because I already am.